What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one, and I am doing a live video. Yes, this is pretty cool because I typically don't do these, but I'm gonna try to do more of these more often. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some things. Javonte Green, the Chicago Bulls, they won yesterday in a terrific game against the Knicks. They led all the way through, and the star of the game was Javonte and all five of them. And so I just want to talk about, in this video today, why he is so crucial to the Chicago Bulls and why this current version of Chicago Bulls, he is like absolutely crucial heading into the rest of the season and heading into the playoffs. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. But before I do, I want you guys to subscribe and hit this like button if you're a true Bulls fan. And I'm going to be doing more videos like this, showing my face a little bit. So it should be pretty cool. But Javonte Green, so what did he do yesterday? He had a career high. He had 25 points, career high rebounds, 13. He was doing everything. He came out of the woodworks, out of the gate with so much energy that it was just infectious to the rest of the team. I mean, you even see DeRozan going out there and trying to get deflections, trying to get steals. He did so much, and it was a lot of different things that he did which accounted for all five Javontes, and I just want to talk about a few of them. But one of the main thing he brought yesterday is energy. Javonte Green is an energy type of player, and one thing you notice, DeRozan even said this after the game, is that we need these type of players to give us that boost, to give us that burst, to make us, push past what's expected. You have a typical half-court offense, but you always need that guy to show that energy, that randomness, a guy that could just make a play out of nowhere where the other team wouldn't even expect it. And that's what Javonte Green does, and that's the element he brought to the team last year that we mostly been missing this year. And so Javonte Green, he brings a lot of energy, not only for himself and to the team, but for the bench, for the crowd. You seen the UC just rocking and yelling every time he performed one of them plays, whether it was dunking, whether it was diving, whether even if it was a steal. If you see Javonte Green out there hustling and creating a play, the Chicago Bulls are going to cheer for that because that's the type of fans we are. Another thing that Javonte Green brings, especially right now, is good depth for Caruso. Caruso was able to actually get a breather yesterday at key moments of the game because Javonte Green was playing so well. He got to come in and guard some of the best players. He took a few minutes to guard Jalen Brunson. He was guarding a lot of the wing players, a lot of the big men. Javonte was all over. And if you have a guy that can do that and bring that same type of hustle and energy, then you won't have to rely on Caruso as much 24/7 to bring that. Because Caruso always does that. That's the way he plays. But now we have another player that brings that type of hustle, heart, and energy in a different type of way, along with the athleticism in Javonte Green. And so that was awesome to see. It sucks that Caruso got hurt late in the game yesterday, but I did feel like before that, they actually made a great pairing together on the floor. I mean, them two, and you add Drummond, you add Ayo, that is a truly special defensive team. And they could do a lot of things, a lot of switching, a lot of coverage. They cover the paint, they cover the perimeter, and they move and they're active. And with this type of defense that Billy tries to deploy, Javonte is the right type of guy because he can cover so much ground and cover so much space. One problem that the Bulls had most of this season is that they were having troubles defending the three-point line. What does Javonte do? He is running out. He is sprinting out to that three-point line because it's five of them. And so he tries to cover as much as he can, whether it's down in the paint, running out to the three-point line, whether if it's off a screen. He's going to do his best to hustle and cover that three-point. And so another thing, he knows exactly who he is. When we had our young guys, it's cool to see them develop, and that's what we want, especially for the future. But at this point in time, you need a guy to come in that knows exactly who he is and what he's going to do and what he can provide. And that's what Javonte Green is. I mean, when he steps on the floor, he knows how he's going to play, where he's going to be, and how he's going to impact the games. It was a lot of this season, Dalen Terry was still trying to figure things out. Julian Phillips was still learning, so it was times where we had to go through those growing pains, which kind of affected our bench unit, which kind of affected our defense at times. But with Javonte being here already and knowing what to do and knowing who he is, he can just step right in and plug right away. And I've caught that a lot of people haven't seen it, but I knew from the first game he came back when Billy Donovan extended his minutes and he was playing over guys like Bateem and Dalen Terry, and he was left in the game. People were saying, oh, he's probably going to be going after this 10-day. I'm like, no, they're going to find a way to keep him for the rest of the season because he's going to eventually grow and be a crucial part of this team because he could do so much and he can help so much. And me personally, I honestly believe we probably could have squeezed out a couple more games early in the season if we had Javonte Green. But I do understand he had a long road with his injury, with his knee that he had to get through. And so, I'm glad he got through it, and he looks pretty amazing. It couldn't happen at the right time, so shout out to that. And just all the things that Javonte Green brings on his team is truly special because it's not even on the court, it's his spirit, behind the court in the locker room. You can see players gravitate towards him. Players love the type of person he is, and it was just great to see, after all that he's been through and the love that he had for this team in this city, see it all come around in a circle and all come around together. So, those are a few reasons why I feel like Javonte Green should be a crucial part of this team, not only for this season, but I even feel like he should be back next season. I mean, he's not expensive. After you take care of the big things of what you need to do, find a way to bring him back. So shout out to you guys, and I'm gonna holler at you guys later. I'm out.